Imagine you open your eyes, and the first thing you notice isn't the light, it's the smell. A thick mixture of smoke, sweat, damp wood, rotting food, and human waste fills your lungs before you've even taken your first conscious breath. Every inhale burns your throat. You try to sit up. Your back aches. The straw mattress beneath you is alive, not with comfort, but with fleas, lice, and tiny insects that have spent the entire night feeding on your skin. Every scratch opens another wound, another chance for infection. Welcome to London. Not the city of Big Ben, not the city of black taxis and towering glass buildings. This is London nearly 700 years ago, a city where surviving until sunset is never guaranteed. You believe you've been sent back in time for just one day, 24 hours. Surely you can handle that. After all, you're healthy. You understand hygiene. You know what causes disease. You have modern knowledge. But none of that matters here, because medieval London doesn't care who you are. It has been quietly killing people for centuries, thousands of them. And before this day is over, it may kill you too. Outside your tiny wooden home, the city is already awake. Church bells echo through narrow streets, merchants shout, blacksmiths hammer glowing iron, horses drag heavy carts through rivers of thick mud. Except that isn't only mud. Every step hides something far worse. Human waste, animal manure, rotting food, blood from yesterday's butcher, dead rats. Everything mixes together beneath your feet. There are no underground sewers, no sanitation workers, no garbage collection. The streets themselves are becoming poison. You step outside. Instantly your expensive modern shoes disappear beneath a layer of cold brown sludge. The smell is unbearable. Within seconds, you understand something terrifying. This city is attacking every one of your senses at once. The air is dangerous. The water is dangerous. The food is dangerous. Even touching the wrong surface could become a death sentence. And you've only been here 5 minutes. You still have almost an entire day left. You step into the streets expecting to find a simple breakfast. Instead, you discover that even eating is a daily risk. Medieval London has no food safety laws, no refrigeration, and no understanding of bacteria. People eat what they can afford, and for many families, that isn't much. Bread is the most common breakfast, but this isn't the soft bread you're familiar with today. It's dense, coarse, and often made from lower quality grain. Small fragments of stone from the grinding process frequently end up in the flour, slowly wearing down people's teeth over the years. Fresh meat is expensive. Most ordinary Londoners rarely eat it. Instead, they rely on bread, porridge, vegetables, and whatever food is available at the local market. Finding clean drinking water is an even greater challenge. The River Thames is heavily polluted, and many wells are contaminated by nearby waste pits. Human waste, animal remains, and household rubbish often seep into the same water sources people depend on every day. As a result, stomach illnesses are common. People don't know about bacteria or viruses. They simply accept sickness as part of everyday life. Many adults drink weak ale instead of water. It contains very little alcohol, but is often safer because the brewing process reduces some harmful microorganisms. Even children may drink diluted ale because clean water cannot always be trusted. Nutrition is another constant struggle. Most working families consume just enough food to survive. Their diets lack many essential vitamins and proteins, leaving them weaker and more vulnerable to disease. For a modern person, these conditions would be extremely difficult. Your immune system isn't prepared for the bacteria commonly found in medieval food and water. A meal that seems ordinary to the people around you could leave you seriously ill within days, and breakfast is only the beginning. As the city becomes busier, thousands of workers fill the streets. Blacksmiths light their furnaces, merchants open their stalls, and craftsmen begin another long day of physically demanding work. To survive in medieval London, eating isn't enough. The working day begins shortly after sunrise and often doesn't end until darkness falls. Depending on the season, that can mean 12 to 16 hours of continuous physical labor. As a modern person, your body isn't prepared for that. Imagine carrying sacks of grain weighing more than 50 kilograms, hauling barrels through crowded markets, building stone walls without power tools, forging iron beside a furnace that reaches temperatures hot enough to melt metal. There are no hydraulic machines, no electric cranes. Every bridge, every house, every church, and every city wall is built almost entirely by human muscle. Children work, women work, elderly people work for as long as their bodies allow. There is very little choice. The concept of retirement simply doesn't exist for most ordinary families. The work itself is dangerous. A falling beam, a slipped axe, a broken cartwheel. Any accident can leave you permanently injured. And without modern hospitals or surgery, even a broken arm could mean the end of your livelihood. Pain is part of everyday life. Most people continue working with untreated injuries because stopping isn't an option. Your modern life in medieval London, every calorie you consume is quickly burned through constant movement. The sun is beginning to sink behind the rooftops. After an entire day of hard labor, your reward fits inside the palm of your hand. A few silver pennies. Those coins must feed you tomorrow. Lose them. And today was for nothing. As workers leave the markets, the streets become more dangerous. Pickpockets watch every crowded corner. Thieves know exactly when honest laborers are carrying their wages home. You tighten your grip on your leather pouch. Every stranger feels like a threat. A single distraction is all it takes. If someone steals your wages, there is no compensation, there is no second chance. Hunger becomes tomorrow's punishment. But life is just as unforgiving for the thief. In medieval London, punishment is designed to terrify. A convicted thief may be tied to the whipping post and publicly flogged before a crowd. Others are locked in the stocks for hours or even days while passers-by throw mud, rotten vegetables, and insults. For repeat offenders, the penalties become even harsher. Some are branded with a hot iron so everyone can recognize them as criminals. Others face the gallows. Justice is public because fear is part of the punishment. Every execution, every whipping, and every public humiliation sends the same message throughout the city. Protect what is yours, or risk losing everything. As darkness spreads across London, you finally reach home with your day's wages still in your pocket. You survived another day. But tomorrow, you'll have to do it all again. Midday, your hands would already be blistered. Your shoulders would ache from lifting heavy loads. Your back would begin to tighten. And tomorrow, you would have to do it all again. Because in medieval London, exhaustion isn't temporary. It's a way of life.